I'm at a place called Horsford, which is a few miles northwest of Norwich, and I'm on the site of a very large and very classically shaped Motte castle. I'm currently standing on the Motte, although it's very subsided. There's a church of Horsford just over there in the distance, and you can see the outer bailey. That is a classic kidney shaped bailey. You can get to this. There is a footpath that leads down from the road. There's a bypass now, so it's not the main road. It's not easy to park. You can park. There's a farmer's gate. You can either park there or park up the road. There's a slight, it looks slightly like a lay-by. Considering the size of the county of Norfolk, it's not known prolifically for Motte and Bailey castles. I mean, this is a classic example. You've got Castle Rising, Middleton, Mileham, Norwich, if it's pronounced correctly, Wormegee. There's not that many others, Motte and Baileys, but this is a exceptional example of one. There are sheep in the field, so it is fairly well kept under control of most of the weeds and nettles that you'd get on a lot of these. As you can see by the bushes growing into the very large lambs they've got growing in the bottom there, it was a very wet moat that it would have had. You can see by the it was probably, this would have been fenland, so it wouldn't have been drained at that time, so all around the area there you can see traces of the grasses and that. It would have been wet. This is very low-lying area within the fenland, so that would have been surrounded by water, etc. As you can see, there is evidence of water down there. That is still quite wet. This would be the entrance. This would be not really an entrance into the Motte. They didn't have entrances. They'd have steps and that. I mean, it has, I don't know how much higher it would have been, but it has been, it has subsided quite a bit by the look of it. But it is a very large Motte. We'll take a little wander into the bailey. As you can see, the bailey seems to be up and above and higher than the Motte, which is an odd arrangement. As you can see, the bailey there seems to be much higher than where the Motte is there. I mean, maybe it needed to be protected on this side more than that side, especially if that side was wet and marshy. You wouldn't have needed to have protected it as much than what you would have on this side, because that is quite high, the bailey. Norwich is in that direction I'm walking now. I mean, the idea of Motte and Bailey castles is that they protect each other. They protect an area, roads, rivers, whatever, and you would have been able to get someone from a castle nearby to come and help you, assist you if you got attacked, but there's nothing else around here. As you can see, this is the very edge of the outer bailey here, and the Motte is there, which is very much lower. I can't imagine the Motte being any higher than too much higher than what it is now. But the land on this side is slightly higher, and it does slightly go up a little bit, so maybe that's why it's slightly higher on this side. It's supposed to be one of the hottest days in July today. But it's still windy. Not going to walk too much further down there, but as you can see, the actual bailey here slopes down towards the Motte. It's not exactly flat. Normally there's a church associated with the castle or quite nearby. I mean, that's about a quarter of a mile away. I don't know how old it is. I'm not 100% sure of the history of the castle. May have had a little chapel inside it here itself. But as Mottes go, especially in the county of Norfolk, this is a very substantial place. Well worth a visit. Horsford, Motte and Bailey.